No. Let me finish. Let me finish, please. Let me finish, please. Let me finish, please. So I can't take the representative of 42 people as representative of the village. I can take it as representative of the people who have turned up to this meeting. And I'm sure there are people against the fence who haven't turned up, and I'm sure, we know from both sides. So, my proposal is this. We either come up with a question and we go for a poll via Cheshire East, which will cost between £1,500 and £2,500. Or we go, we discuss it in council, and we take this back to council, and one of the proposals that we can discuss is whether or not we run a poll through the council and we'd have to discuss how we do that. Now, obviously, if you wish to go down that route, that will be substantially cheaper. Now, as I've said, there are volunteers in here. So if people want to be involved in that, then we can come to people, so there's people from all sides. Because quite honestly, someone saying, I don't trust you, is completely unfair. And I think that's completely wrong, and I heard that from there. We are offering a way out of this, a potential way. It may not happen, but it's a potential way out of this, and a potential way of addressing the situation, so we get a clearer view. So it's now up to you. You can either sit here and say, right, we're going to go ahead with this poll and it's going to come out the precept because we're going to come up with a question and put it forward. If you come up with a question now, it goes to the Cheshire East, and that's final. If you don't come up with a question, then we can take it to council next week and see what we can do and what the council decides. But a council decision cannot be made tonight. You.
That sounds good. I do like the idea that you're suggesting. My only question would be, would we get your word that the council will attempt to build a fence until the polls?
I can't give you the word because we're not in council and I can't make a decision on my own, and we haven't got, this is not a council meeting. We cannot make a decision like that without...
agenda for next week then?
We can possibly look at that.
Sorry?
Can we put that on the agenda for next week?
Yeah, I suppose. It would be a question
we can have a discussion about it. But I'm sorry, Ewan, I can't make a guarantee and I can't make any decisions or promises at this moment in time because we're not in council.
So, from what you're saying, this is a compromise that you're suggesting?
Well, I'm suggesting a compromise. I mean, it's up to you now. If someone proposes a question, it goes to Cheshire East. If you want to wait, then it doesn't go to Cheshire East. So I'm going to ask this quite simply. Does someone wish to propose a question for the poll?
Can I ask a question? Not
1 second, right. Can I take it then from that we are going to hold back until council have had a chance to talk about this in council? Yeah. But whatever the decision is from council, we can then have a look, see where we go from there.
Sensible.
Right. Yeah. Are you happy with that?
When is the next stop? You're saying then that come the new year, when we don't, I'm just suggesting this might happen.
Hypothesise.
I live in Pickmere. The council make a decision and the populace don't like it. Can we come back to this poll and say, right, here's your question. Are you in fact, whatever?
Yeah, that's what I want to
Well, the rules are the same as they were before this.
Yeah, so all we're doing is postponing our decision, really.
A further parish meeting could be
That's fine.
So we would have to go through this process again in order to get our poll.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
If we're going to hang on.
Not in the bigger room.
Well, it's not been easy, to be honest.
Come on.
May I, could you clarify that for us?
As a compromise, the poll is and the poll question is delayed till after the Parish Council have time to talk about it next week. Can the decision to put up the fence in that week? Because it doesn't make
We
sense that you're
cannot
saying
give
might.
you a guarantee because we're not in council. It's not. We couldn't say we can't make a decision outside of a council meeting. We cannot make a decision on anything. When I met with you in the other week, again, I made that very clear then, didn't I? That I cannot make a decision for and on behalf of the council without a council meeting. You know, that's where we are
I understand what you're saying.
I can't. No, I can't.
But if you
I
put the
can't.
fence up tomorrow,
I can't make a guarantee.
whether to put it up on Tuesday.
I can't make a guarantee.
I've not been able to put the fence up in all this time, so it's not going to go up.
Can I say
The testers won't let it.
Go on.
thank you very much for that compromise. You know, we're really moving on here from the wall of it's for or against, which is really important, and I'm really grateful for that and the reflection from the Parish Council. And, you know, there's an opportunity here for collaboration in the village, an opportunity here to move forward as a group of humans with some creativity and innovation. And my offer to you, with degrees in QI and degrees in human behaviours, is to facilitate some sessions, problem formation and problem resolution with the necessary voices in this village together. So you know, I could do that if you want to move forward with collaboration together.
That's something we can think about in the future. Right. Now, so I'm really sorry, but I'm going to call this meeting to an end. We've come to that decision that we're going to discuss it in council. I'm calling the meeting to an end. I'm sorry. We can go on and on with the questions. That's the end of the meeting. Thank you very much for attending. If you wouldn't mind just coming and helping stack the chairs back.